realised I couldn't use this to hold my ashtray. We're invented for Brits, I tell you. Oh, damn. Someone's got to remind me to pick that up. I can't really litter the place. Dinner. Right. What we're going to do now is usually at these things, people know better than I do what they want to know from me, if that makes any sense at all. I've been drinking since like 1984, so cut me some slack here. So if anyone has any questions, raise their hand or go to the mic, otherwise I'm going to have to do the Three Bears and the Dead Hooker. And nobody wants that. Least of all me, because I've only got the title. So if anyone's got... Yes?
Me right here?
Yes, you right there.
All right. What's Ignition City about?
I can have you beaten up anytime I like. Fuck with me. I'm old enough to... Ignition City isn't even on the schedule. I'm nowhere near to start the Ignition City. So, yeah. So you're stupid. And everyone here is going to remember your face now. And tomorrow they're just going to punch you constantly. People are just going to walk up to you and punch you in the face. Because I want to pay them to do it. I'm a very rich man. I write comics. And that's the biggest lie I've told all year. Yeah?
Hey, earlier you were talking about magic. I was wondering, Greg Morrison and Alan Moore are pretty mystical people. How do you feel about magic?
Well, I've not gotten to the point where I've dug myself my own cave under my house. The way Alan has. You know, I never got to the point where I was trying to use it to get girlfriends the way Grant did. This is a guy in a long single period, and he decided he wanted a supermodel girlfriend. So he moved to New York for 3 months. Didn't meet anybody. On the day he was checking out of the hotel, the guy in the reception sort of looked up over Grant's shoulder and smiled, and this parade of supermodels walked through the hotel lobby, and Grant said, "When did they get here?" And the receptionist said, "Oh, they've been here for about 3 months now." It's nothing better than telling dirt on your friends in front of 300 fucking people. I messed around a lot with magic in my late teens, early 20s, and 99% of it is people just fucking pretending. Alan had this experience. One of his spoken word performances was intended as his coming out party, if you like, to the occult community in London. And he came away horribly disappointed. He said he was expecting genuine scholars of the arts and people who were trying to do interesting things. And he said it was just a bunch of people playing pretend. And 99% of it is that. At the core of it, I think, is interesting science. Because, as I said earlier, when Crowley particularly talks about conversations with the angel, He is specifically referring to accessing his own subconscious. And that's what comes out in magic, and that is what comes out in psychedelic sessions. I honestly believe they're all tied together. And at the heart of magic, once you strip away all the bullshit, frippery and funny hacks, is some genuinely interesting thinking that you've really got to fucking dig. And you have to give over a huge amount of your life to it. It's not a thing you can dabble in. Magic is all or nothing, which is why the great magician writers in comics like Grant and Alan write specifically about magic or approach their work in a magical way. They bring the work into the magical working, so it's all part of the same thing. Plus Grant really just likes people to masturbate over his comics.
I hear you have a lot of great stories about all your friends. You just told us one about Grant Morrison. How about one about Patrick Stewart?
He's going to have me shot for this one of these days. Everywhere I go is, tell us the Patrick Stewart story. I had dinner with him some years ago at a very, very expensive restaurant next to the Ritz in central London. And it's one of those places where the maitre d' greets you at the door. And I said, oh, I'm here to see Mr. Stewart. And he said, very good, come with me, sir. Patrick is of a particular generation of eccentric British actor. They all have the same traits. They laugh with pleasure to meet you, and they take your hand in both of theirs and ha 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 ha, it's a pleasure to meet you, ha ha ha, sit down, have some champagne, tell me, what do you know about killing rabbits? I've been there 5 seconds, his then fiancée is already like this. No. I live in this house in North Yorkshire called Scar Top. And wild rabbits are eating out the foundations, the little bastards. Tell me how to kill them, Warren. I know you know. He'd just come off of a voice gig. He did the voice of Napoleon the Pig in Animal Farm, a recent production. And halfway through the evening, he started channeling Napoleon. Whiskey, whiskey's good. Whiskey, whiskey, whiskey's good. The cutler is flying up in the air. All you can hear all over the restaurant is people dropping their knives and forks. Whiskey, whiskey, whiskey's good, whiskey. The waiter comes up and says, is there anything we can get you, Mr. Stewart? And Patrick sank in his skin about 6 inches. Small glass of Calvados.